on that note, let's go ahead and get into our week 14 picks. Now, first things first, though. Want to get you guys hip to the Off of Debate podcast, how we end up gambling, pacing our betting and spreads with Bet Now. So type on your URL betnow.eu and don't forget the promo code NFD bet at checkout. So, first things first, we have the Thursday night game, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are a 3-point favorite. And as Banks said earlier, this game right here may be the deal breaker for Mike Zimmer as far as him being the head coach moving forward for the Minnesota Vikings.
And Mike
After a
Tomlin.
tough look.
And
And
Mike
Mike, no,
Tomlin.
I don't know about Mike
Yes,
Tomlin.
yes. And well, maybe not Mike Tomlin, but definitely Ben. I think that if Ben doesn't make the playoffs, obviously this might be his last year. So I'm
Well, he's
going with the
already said
Steelers with
there's been
upset.
murmurs. Yeah, there's been murmurs of that. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's been reports that Ben Roethlisberger has told people internally that this is his last season. Win or lose, this is his last one. He's done.
So I got the Steelers on the road. I got the Steelers on the road with the upset. I would money line the Steelers on this one. I think that Ravens game last week, I'm telling you, man, I don't know if people don't notice Ravens and Steelers every time they play is always a classic. But that Ravens games last week was such a big win for them. I feel like that momentum would carry on in Minnesota. I think Minnesota is starting to come to reality. They're not as good as I thought they were. So if I'm a betting man, I'm going with the Steelers on the road. Money line.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I agree with that. There's no way I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings. I probably for the rest of the year. The Minnesota Vikings are the same category as the Carolina Panthers with me. I'm just done with them. So yeah, give me Pittsburgh to cover the 3. Actually, give me Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is going to cover. I actually like Pittsburgh to win this game personally. I would definitely take a money line pick here. Pittsburgh is I think they're going to beat Minnesota straight up, but I'll take Pittsburgh to cover the 3. But I think my preferred pick would be the money line Pittsburgh here because I just feel like Pittsburgh is better, and Minnesota's defense is just garbage. It's garbage. It's god awful, bro. It's not good.
It's got to be a full moon tonight because all three of us are in agreement. Now, one thing I want to put the microscope on was the Vikings' inability to put pressure on Jared Goff last week versus the Lions. So,
which by the way, just FYI, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but I did say the Lions would do it. I said it.
Wait, you said the Lions were going to win?
Go back and listen to it. Remember, I was the only one that picked the Lions.
We got to go back and see that because
go ahead. I'll give credit where credit is due. It's a possibility he may have said that.
I know I said it. I definitely know I said it. I already played the segment back because I told you guys that the biggest loss for the Vikings is Dalvin Cook. He didn't play, and
I remember you said that.
And Kirk Cousins balled out. Kirk Cousins did a damn thing, but once again, that defense made the Lions. Remember, I told you that that defense is going to make Jared Goff look like the second coming, and lo and behold, that's what they did.
Yes. So, just to clarify something up with that offensive line for the Minnesota Vikings, they have some serious issues protecting Kirk Cousins too as well, and then being down Thielen in another week. And we're talking about a whole bunch of nobodies on the Detroit Lions defense compared to
the Steelers defense. Yeah,
the Steelers defense where you have a possible MVP candidate with TJ Watt, and they have a pretty decent secondary in the back end. I see no reason why you shouldn't take the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm definitely going to money line them. And like I said, their inability last week to put pressure on Jared Goff, and knowing the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line struggles, and the veteran that Ben Roethlisberger is, and the weapons that the Pittsburgh Steelers have on the offense too as well, it's it's stacked right now. The deck is stacked. I gotta go with Pittsburgh money line all the way.
Yeah, man. That defensive line was
Yeah.
putting their hands on Lamar last week, so you know they're coming after Cousins.
Oh yeah, for
They're
sure.
30th. They're 30th in the league in yardage a game allowed. The Minnesota Vikings 30th. 30th. That is
Terrible.
a joke.
It's terrible.
Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We don't care what you said. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. Nah for the bay. We ain't hearing what you said. Nah for the bay. Fire!